Hello, and welcome to our mini lesson about traits. My name is Brendan Dial.
And I'm Philip Stoytchev.
We're recording this video for our 4th period AP Focus Biology class.
What we will be discussing today is how the environment can affect the expression of a particular trait.
But first we must answer, how do traits come about in the first place?
DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is like the blueprint of all species that live on Earth.
It works by reading pairs of chemicals one by one and using that information to build new acids, proteins, compounds, organelles, cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, and even entire new organisms. Here we have a model that I built to help us demonstrate this. This is a model of a DNA strand split into 2 RNA strands. I've uncoiled the double helix to make it easier to see, as well as split into 3 groups of nucleotides, also known as a codon.
DNA is made up of pairs called nucleotides. Nucleotides are the pairs of molecules that group together. Guanine attaching to cytosine, and thymine attaching to adenine. Green will represent guanine, light blue, cytosine, blue, thymine, and yellow, adenine.
3 of these pairs grouped together is called a codon. A codon is the core of genetic transcription. Each codon tells the ribosome which protein to assemble and how to put these proteins together. A chain of these codons is called a gene. This allows the cells to maintain themselves and create new things. To visualize this, we are going to use a sentence. The cat ate the rat.
A random mutation can occur through many different ways, such as an error in the transcription during cell division. There are 3 groups of mutations: silent mutations, missense mutations, and nonsense mutations. These mutations can be beneficial, harmful, or have no effect at all.
Let's start with the most simple, silent mutations. Silent mutations are mutations that do technically differ from the original strand but have no actual outcome. The resulting codon produces the same protein as it would normally. A type of silent mutation is called a substitution mutation. This would be like if we swapped out this thymine-adenine pair for a guanine-cytosine pair.
Secondly, missense mutations. A missense mutation is when one codon is changed to produce a different protein. This can have both good and bad effects on the organism. Examples are sickle cell anemia and cancer. An example of this is called inversion. This is where a codon is flipped. This would change our sentence from "the cat ate the rat" to "the bat ate the rat."
Third, nonsense mutations. Nonsense mutations have the most drastic effects on an organism because they shift an entire chain of information. The 2 types of mutations in this category are called substitution and addition. To see why it causes such a big change, let's subtract the guanine-cytosine pair. This causes us to go from "the cat ate the rat" to "tek ada tet her ath." Way different from the original strand.
Now that we understand how mutations occur, let's apply that knowledge to a real scenario.
For this part, we're going to have to go back, like 2 to 6 million years back, to the dawn of the first humans. Although omnivores, early human survival relied primarily on the ability to chase and kill prey for food. Without this, they would starve to death and die. Now, the earliest of humans had a problem. They were covered in head to toe in thick, insulating hair and lived in the African savanna. This combination of biotic and abiotic factors was not the greatest conditions for endurance running. It was a case of survival of the fittest.
One day, a new baby is born to a population of early humans. We'll call him Grug.
Grug is special. Through a transcription error in his fetal development, he has mutated and gained the trait that causes him to lack most of his hair.
This, however, gives Grug an advantage. His lack of hair keeps him cool and allows him to shed excess heat, also known as etherm or thermal energy, when chasing down prey. This lets him run for twice as long as his brothers and sisters.
Over the next couple of years, the process of natural selection causes his siblings to die off due to the inability to efficiently catch prey. while Grug, on the other hand, is easily able to catch and kill animals to eat, and is able to reproduce, passing on his hairless trait to his offspring.
Repeat this process over millions of years, and you go from heat-stroke-prone monkeys to the best endurance runner in the entire kingdom of Animalia.
The point that we're getting at is that Grug's environment catered to his mutation, his trait. It allowed him to make use of it and pass it on to his offspring. Over time, that trait becomes the dominant trait through its usefulness in the ecosystem that it inhabits.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you learned something, and more importantly, had fun watching it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.